Good morning. I'm meteorologist Jeff Gerber. It's 11:30 every day at 11:30. We do our weather stream. We do another one tonight at 6:30, and that's with Patrick Vaughn, our chief meteorologist. But we can take you through today as far as what the weather's going to be doing and through the next 7 days as well, as far as what you can expect. Looks like we do have some rain coming in. We do have a weather impact alert that starts later on tonight and goes through the next couple of days, thanks to rain coming through the area. Not looking at any severe weather there, but definitely seeing some rain, maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain starting later on tonight, going through about Friday. So we'll get into that a little bit, and we'll take a look at current conditions across the area right now in towards the rest of the afternoon. So clouds have moved in, so we'll see cloudy skies through the rest of the afternoon. Might see a sprinkle here or there because of the cloud cover, but chances for really any measurable rainfall will come later on tonight going into the overnight. So we'll also go with temperatures only in the lower 50s for the rest of this afternoon. Thanks to the cloud cover, we're stuck in the 40s. We might get up to about 50 or 51, but that's about it. We'll be back into the 40s, upper 40s, and stay kind of put there through the overnight with a 20% chance of a couple of sprinkles or showers by about 10 o'clock. Allergy report looking good today. 0 as far as tree and weed, grass, and mold are all down on the low side, so no problems there. That helps when you get some rain in here and some cold temperatures. That doesn't help with the allergies, so, or doesn't actually helps with the allergies, but doesn't help the allergies itself get any worse, or the pollen itself get any worse. Whatever I'm trying to say here. Here's a look at sky cover out there right now. And cloudy skies. This is the view down towards Packer-LaPrade as we have the camera towards the port of Beaumont for this morning. Our Roofing 911 live Skycam network currently showing 46 degrees, humidity at 83%, and we have an east wind at 7 to 8. Cloudy skies over the 12 News studio as well. This camera brought to you by Mid-County Plumbing. It looks like if you're heading out for lunch, I-10 looks pretty smooth there. Construction not slowing anything down here at the lunch hour, it looks like, as people are out and about and things going there pretty smoothly. But you can see the clouds as far as you can see. The clouds have moved in, and they're stretching all the way up towards the lakes area now. So we're just going to see cloudy skies through the afternoon. Maybe a little bit of a sprinkle. I would be probably hard-pressed to find too many showers out there, I think, through the afternoon to this evening. More widespread stuff's coming later on tonight as we see a combination of an area of low pressure and a cold front coming through. Here's the lakes area. Here's Jasper. Cloudy skies there. Not too long ago, we had some sunshine up in Jasper, but those clouds have moved up towards the north and have covered the lakes area as well. This camera brought to you by Provalis, and you can see the Jasper County Courthouse there in the view. It's really nice at night. They have the lights on the courthouse, but they turn them off during the day, of course. But in the evening and overnight, beautiful scene there at the Jasper County Courthouse with all the white lights lighting up the courthouse there. All right, we're going to see a camera change, and we'll probably head down towards Port Arthur, where we're also seeing cloudy skies out there for this morning, and we'll continue to see through the afternoon. This camera brought to you by Market Basket. Looking at the intercoastal waterway there, right off the out of Port Arthur, and not too many boats going by. We had some bigger ships going by earlier this morning. The last couple of mornings we've seen a couple of bigger ships. Oh, you can see there's a barge coming into the picture there, but this camera is not too bad to bring up and just kind of watch some of those ships go by. You can check out any of these cameras at 12newsnow.com. Just go to the sky cams and pull them up and put it full screen on your computer and kind of watch some of the ships go by, just kind of different things happening in the picture there. So I don't know, something to do every once in a while. All right, here's the view over towards the Horseman's Western Store, and it looks like traffic's going along smoothly through Orange. Right now showing 49 degrees in Orange, humidity at 83%, and we're seeing an east wind between about 5 and 15 miles per hour over in the Orange area. All right, let's check temperatures, and like I said, we're stuck right now into the 40s. The only 50 on the board is over towards Houston at 53, but we're at 45 right now in Jasper, 44 in Kirbyville, 45 in Silsbee, 46 in Beaumont. Port Arthur is now up to 48, and then 47 in Orange, and we're expecting these numbers to climb a little bit more up into the lower 50s for today. But earlier this morning, if we would have seen a little bit more sunshine, maybe kept the sunshine around to the early afternoon, I think these numbers would have been closer to about 60. But because the clouds came in pretty early today, we'll keep the numbers closer to 50 than 60. Woodville right now at about 43. As we look at the setup right now across the region, plenty of clouds moving into southeast Texas. These brighter white ones are high-level clouds, hard to see on this satellite, but there are some low-level clouds kind of pushing up into the area, or have pushed up into the area. Now we have an area of low pressure that's going to develop in South Texas. That's going to ride up the coast. That's going to bring in a lot of moisture. Along with that, we see this cold front that's going to be coming in from the north as we head in towards your Thursday, and that's also going to be the focus for some showers, maybe an isolated thunderstorm, but mainly it's just going to be rain, and that rain's going to be falling on and off throughout the day on Thursday, and then it starts to taper off to some scattered showers the first half of the day on Friday. I think by Friday night, most of it should be out of here, and Friday night football looks like it's going to be okay across the region. At this point, if we see anything, it might be an isolated leftover shower or something like that for Friday night, but we're not expecting too much in the way of any wet weather. Across the country, pretty quiet except for the Central Rockies. You can see all the purple here, pinks. That is winter weather advisories, and you can see front range of the Rockies there getting some snow, much needed snow for the ski resorts. They're very happy to see the snow coming into parts of Colorado, and some of that even extending down into New Mexico and up into parts of Wyoming. Looks like maybe some snow up towards parts of Montana as well. Another storm system just off the west coast that's going to be coming in. It looks like it's bringing a little bit of light rain towards Pacific Northwest up towards Seattle. But things are pretty quiet as you head down towards Southern California, Nevada right now. But that storm system is going to be blowing in here over the next day or so. Central Plains, a lot of cloud cover there, but pretty quiet. Also the East Coast, after getting a lot of snow up through New England yesterday, that storm system has moved out, and it looks like it's fairly quiet there. Maybe a few lake effect snows up into Canada there, and then Florida looks pretty quiet as well. So just towards the Central Rockies is where we see most of the active weather for today, and you can see the problems there as far as some snow cover. But like I said, they're happy to see it as we get into the snow or the ski season. They're happy to see some of the heavier snows coming in. All right, our futurecast takes us into the lower 50s by lunchtime. That's not going to happen. We'll probably get into the upper 40s. This is kind of way off as far as the numbers are concerned. It shows us up close to 60 this afternoon. I don't think we're going to get there. And then it does bring in maybe a few spotty showers very late in the afternoon, if not this evening. We might see a few of these, but I think it's just going to be in the way of maybe a little bit of a sprinkle here or there, not too much active weather. And then once we get past 10 o'clock into the overnight, that's when I think we'll start to see things really activate across the area as far as widespread rain starting to develop. Could be heavy through the overnight, and we'll keep those showers around as we go through tomorrow as well. Could be heavy in some spots as we go through your Thursday afternoon into Thursday evening. Go 70-80% coverage of rain on Thursday. Pick up maybe an inch or so tomorrow, maybe a little bit more on Friday. Altogether, maybe 1 to 2 inches of rain falling over the next couple of days. So going to be a wet pattern at least for the next few days. Coastal marine forecast for today: southeast winds at 10 to 15 knots, seas around 2 feet. Next high tides at 3:13 for this afternoon. Our sunsets at about 5:16. Look at the winds off the coast. East winds at 20 to 22. Texas Point right now, but there are no advisories. A light chop on the inland lakes and bays. So cloudy skies through the afternoon. No real measurable rain expected, but we could see a little bit of a sprinkle or even an isolated shower. Temperatures going to be held into the lower 50s for this afternoon, upper 40s. Weather impact alert goes into place for tonight as the rain develops across the area. Temperatures back around 50 degrees, some upper 40s as well. And then for Thursday and Friday, we have that weather impact alert where the wet weather coming in could be a little bit of tricky travel as far as maybe some of those heavy downpours causing some low visibilities and maybe some ponding on the roads here and there. Saturday, still a couple of showers maybe left over near the coast. There won't be a whole lot there, I don't think. Sunday, we jump to 69 for a high. Nice day. And then here comes our second front. That front won't bring us any rain. Matter of fact, it'll bring in some drier air. So lots of sunshine Monday and Tuesday with highs in the 60s and lows into the 40s. 409-749-9300.